Hello everybody, it's me Doretta, aka the Chocolate Diamond, and I thought I'd do a whipping chat. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm okay. Having some pain issues, but that's not new. So, um, anyway, hi. I feel the need to tell everybody well, first of all, if this is your first time watching me, thank you. Hello and welcome. If you've seen any of my other videos, thank you as well. But I also need to say that even though I've been diamond painting since 2023, the human factor came in full force. I was looking at my last video when I did an unboxing of two older diamond art canvases, and I kept saying, where's the toolkit? Oh, I'm supposed to be whipping and chatting, but anybody has seen any of my other previous whips know that I'm not very good at multitasking. So, but anyway, I kept saying, where's the toolkit? Where's the toolkit? And I was looking for this toolkit because mainly I wanted to see what washi tape came in it, because back then is when you still got the washi tape and the cover minder. Turn some light on here. See cover minder and washi tape. So that's that's what I was mainly looking for. But me and my infinite wisdom forgot, in the older kits, they didn't wrap them up with the canvas. They stuck them in the box. So they were there. They were stuck in the box. I didn't find them until I was trying to put everything back away. But by then, I had finished recording, and come to find out, my camera did shut off on me before I even finished saying goodbye. But anyway, most of it was there. But I wanted to say, I'm an idiot, and I forgot that the toolkits were just tucked in the box. They weren't wrapped up in the plastic that you find the canvas wrapped up in. But anyway, I felt the need to point out that I'm an idiot. The toolkits were there. There wasn't some magic way that they rewrapped the packages and without the toolkits and stuff. They were there. I'm just a genius and forgot that they weren't wrapped up with the canvas. But anyway, I was watching Yvonne with on Shenanigans in the Bergs, and she was doing some questions, and I decided to imitation was the most sincere form of flattery. So I wrote down her questions, and I said, when I feel like I want to do a whipping chat, I'm going to use her questions. They're fill in the blank kind of questions. But I guess first let me tell you, I'm working on Witch's Sunrise. This canvas is for Oz and Og. Let me see. That's Witch's Sunrise. It's a Bella Art de Nicole canvas. She's 60 centimeters by 60 centimeters. And let me tell you, this canvas is tight like a tiger. And of course, I bumped my head on the canvas, on the camera. But yeah, this is a Bella Art, and she is tight. So you better pay attention to your placement, or you're gonna run into problems with this, because even with the light behind it, you can't see any space in between these drills. Yeah. So anyway, The questions are fill in the blank. And the first one is, when you were a kid, what was the best snack to find in your lunchbox? Well, I wasn't one of those kids that got a lunchbox. We had the school lunches. They gave you the school lunches. And my mom worked a lot, so we were pretty much left in the care of my grandmother. And she didn't do that snacking thing. So, nope, there were no snacks for us. God rest her soul. I guess she did the best that she could. And it's like, for those who don't like what your parents did, your grandma, look at this. Look at this. Now, I just pulled these in a tray. How is there a round drill in the square drills? A round drill. That's the kind of hitchhikers that is like, the things that make you go. But anyway, yeah, she wasn't that kind of lady. She, you just got the basics from her. There was no hugging, no kissing, no I love yous. It was pretty much regimented. You got up at a certain time, you had your chores, you went to school, and that's about the way it went. My mom was busy working, and my grandmother took care of us. Anyway, question 2: what song is the soundtrack to your life? What song is the soundtrack to my life? Ghost? I had a high school sweetheart, and we broke up over something stupid in high school. Lost touch for most of our lives. He came back into my life to die. And anyway, my relationships are a ghost of what I would like them to be. So yeah, that shouldn't be there. I was trying to pick up 2 and I picked up 3. That's what I get for talking about people, huh? Oh no, that was supposed to be there. I lied. Anyway, come on, because y'all ain't got a whole bunch of space to spare around here. I need everybody where they're supposed to be. Oh man, I had such a time with this puppy with the first row. Now I know I got to pay attention to my placement on this second row, because she ain't playing. This thing is tight like a tiger. But anyway, yeah, we were 2 ships that passed in the night. He was there and then he was gone. Came back and then he was gone again. So anyway, that's the soundtrack of my life. Question 3: if you could go anywhere in the world, where would that be? If I could go anywhere in the world, where would that be? Now, she didn't specifically stipulate, is it a solo trip or you going with somebody? I'm going to hope, I don't know, I might have to join a travel group so I can find somebody that wants to travel and hang out and do fun stuff. My husband and I, we don't do anything. He has health issues, but anyway, where would I go? I've always wanted to go to Alaska, and of late I've kind of been wanting to go to Fiji. Where is that silicone mat so I can stop sticking to this canvas? Oh, come on. I like this because when I lean on it, I don't stick to anything. But I'd like to go to Alaska or to Fiji. But I think I'm going to have to join a travel group so I won't be alone, because he and I, we don't do anything together. Yeah, that's a whole new sob story. Yeah. Anyway, question 3, where would you go? Like I said, Fiji or Alaska, I think. That's where I'd like to go if I could go anywhere. So if anybody knows of a good travel group, hit me up. Because that's probably the only way I'm going to go, because I'm not going to go by myself. Anyway, that was question 3. Question 4, what is your local favorite business, restaurant? Hmm. Local favorite restaurant. Don Tequila. It's a little, I think, Mexican restaurant. And they have a lot of different food. Now, mainly when I go, I eat their fish, because I don't cook fish when I'm at home. The main thing that I will cook is like chicken. I don't really cook too much. I eat a lot of salads, so or pre-cooked meals. I'm 67. I'll be 68 next month. So, and I've done the cooking thing to make sure my kids ate healthy, and I guess I did okay, because they seem to be, especially that son of mine that's 6'4". He's 6'3" or 6'4". He a big baby. A whole lot of cornbread went into his behind. There's plenty of times that I went to bed hungry because he was still hungry, and I only had enough to feed us. So when he's standing over me talking about he's still hungry, I gave him my plate, or what was left on my plate. I didn't really get to eat much of because anyway, anybody knows kids know that they're eating machines. That was a long time ago, but I still remember it with fondness, taking care of my babies, teaching them how to cook and clean. So when they get out there and have their own place, they can't say, well, I didn't know how to do that. Yep, I definitely taught them how to cook and how to clean. I won't say I did the bill thing, but I probably should have, but I won't say I did that part. But I did teach them to cook and clean. But anyway, favorite restaurant, that was Don Tequila, question 4. Question 5, what is the most important thing to have in my, well, it says work environment. I'm just going to say in my environment, period. I'm going to say the internet, I guess. Or what is it, Wi-Fi or whatever? Is that all the same thing? It shows you how stupid I am. Because everything is streamed nowadays. It wasn't like before. You just turn on the TV. Oh, it was only a few channels at back then anyway. 3, 6, 10, 17, 48, and 57, I think. But you didn't have to have all this fancy equipment. You just turned on the TV and you played with your antenna. You can't do that nowadays. You have to have the internet or cable. What is it? Wi-Fi? Whatever it's called. You got to have it. For your phones to work, for your TV to work. Shit, for you to work. Anyway, that's the question 5. What is the most important thing to have in your environment? And that's my answer. That was 5. Question 6. Life would be boring without blank. What would life be boring without? diamond painting. If you're looking for something, diamond painting, I thoroughly enjoy this. Life would be boring without it, and life would be boring without my friends, especially the friends I've made through diamond painting, because it's like we're kindred spirits. They understand that, that I enjoy this and I can spend hours and hours doing it. Like some men would go hunting and they would spend hours and hours doing that. And their wife would be like, oh, how could you do that? This the same aspect. I could spend so many hours diamond painting. But I also enjoy being on like YouTube and talking to the other content creators and listening to their lives and what have you. So, I mean, I truly enjoy that. So, life would be boring without diamond painting and without my friends. No, two, oh, correct. Just need 3. Come on. So, that was what? Question 6. Question 7. What is it? I set. How many alarms do you set to wake up in the morning? How many alarms do you set to wake up in the morning? um, I'm retired, so I don't set any alarms unless I have somewhere to go, like a doctor's appointment, and it's an early morning appointment. And I try not to set up any early morning doctor appointments because even though I wake up early, when the light comes through the window, it wakes me up. So I wake up early. I'm usually up 6 o'clock in the morning. Now, if I lay there, I could probably go back to sleep, but more than likely, when I wake up, nature is pushing me to get out the bed. So, and then I'm up. So I come in my craft room and I craft away. Mostly diamond painting. Now, I have other things in here, but most of the time I'm diamond painting. I have 4 whips going on right now. I have this one for Oz and Oz. I don't know if folks would technically call this a whip, but I call this a whip because every month I do a month, and the last one I did was August. So when September comes in, this was the August picture. It was just an ice cream cone. This was the August picture. So when September comes in, I will do the September picture. And then I have, for the year-long Asian event, I'm working on this Diamond Dots canvas. What is it? Lotus and koi fish. So I'm working on that. And I have a crystal canvas that I'm working on for claws and paws. So those are my 4 whips that I got going on. But come September, hopefully, I don't know if this is going to be done, but I will be adding to the whip parade. So anyway, I lost my train of thought as to why I even brought up all the different whips that I had going on. But this one is the one I should be focusing on right now because that's what I'm working on right now. And I'm trying to pay attention because, like I said originally, the grid on this thing is tight like a tiger. But anyway, where was it? How many alarms do I set? 0, because I don't really have anywhere to go. My grandson, he needs he needs somebody to wake him up. He can have 4 or 5 alarms going and he still don't wake up. He'll be dead to the world. But I don't know how somebody can sleep that hard. But anyway, I don't set any alarms unless I got an appointment. That was question 7. Question 8 is my all-time favorite book is. My all-time favorite book is Sidney Sheldon's Rage of Angels. That book was awesome. I could not put that book down. It was about a female lawyer. And I won't say anything more about it because if somebody's curious and want to go get it, they will not be disappointed because that is an excellent book. Sidney Sheldon's Rage of Angels. That's my favorite book. That was question 8. Question 9. Hold on. Give me a second. I keep bumping. Now, I have the camera in a different location. Maybe that's probably why I'm bumping my head so much because the camera's like right there at my forehead. Don't ask me why I did it this way, but I did. But Sidney Sheldon, Rage of Angels, that's my all-time favorite book. I read, was it the series Clan of the Cave Bear? That's a series of books. That was pretty good too. I saw the movie also with, I don't remember what the damn actress name was. But the books always have more detail in it. And it was about 7 books in the series. That was an excellent series too. Clan of the Cave Bear. That was question 8. Question 9. To impress somebody, what is your favorite thing to cook? Ooh. I don't try to impress anybody. And I tried to think of a way to change that question, but I haven't come up with anything. So what is to impress someone? I'm going to guess, you know, if you're having folks over for dinner, ew, what would I do? I would order something. I would save self-distress, and I will order a meal and serve that. Most of the time when we did have folks over and we got together, the hubby cooked, but since his health has gotten worse, we don't have folks over too often. Most of the time it's me sitting here in the craft room and him sitting in the living room watching TV. So we don't have folks over too often. The last time we had company was, I think, last Thanksgiving. Before that, this was the house to hang out at. You know, 4th of July or New Year's or whatever. This was the hangout spot. But I don't know. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing, I guess, with their families, their kids, their grandkids. Okay, well, those two are stuck together. So, yep, just he and I sitting around here, except when I go to Belgium to visit my oldest or Colorado to visit my middle son. My 2 boys don't live nearby. My daughter's in Philly. But no impressive cooking. If I'm going to do something, if I'm having folks over, I'm going to order something. I'm not going to cook it. That was question 9. And the last question is question 10. My go-to binge series. I like Big Bang. Yes, I know it's no longer on, but I have the DVDs so I can watch it whenever I want, as opposed to trying to find it on one of these streaming channels. Monk, also on DVD. I enjoy those two. I like shows that's gonna make me laugh. I don't like going to horror movies. I don't like being startled or suspense or whatever. I like to laugh. I like to laugh. I'm a silly person. If you're around me and I say something stupid, it's probably trying to make you laugh. If it was offensive, it wasn't meant to be. But that's just the way I am. I like to laugh. There's enough seriousness in the world, so I'm the good time Charlie kind of girl. But my binge series is Monk, Big Bang, and that series with the couple, and she fell and now she can see Ghost. I think it's just called Ghost. I like those series. It's series. Those are my binge series. Most of the time when I'm in here, I'm sitting in here listening to music. I like to listen to music. Preferably, however you want to say the word, I listen to oldies. But yeah, right now, music is playing. Hopefully, soft enough that it's not going to cause an issue, because I don't own any rights to any of this music that be playing. Alexa keeps me entertained. I gotta be careful how loud I say her name, because she always eavesdropping. But anyway, those are my questions. It's been about almost 30 minutes, and I don't want my camera to cut off on me again like it likes to do when I get close to 30 minutes. So I'll say, I hope you enjoyed this WIP Chat. Give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and send everybody and anybody any other love, all the love I can. Anybody that needs it, sending love. But this is Doretta, aka Chocolate Diamond, saying bye.